Hi and welcome back to my playthrough of WhiskerWood. So, last time we have begun to slowly move this along and get us moving the charcoal furnace up and going. We're going to have two of them, have a little connection to here, and hopefully we'll have this all sorted very soon. As you see here, we've also got stone cutters being built. So we're going to hopefully slowly have, which you're going to put this logistics. I want cut stone going there. We're going to slowly have cut stone coming through. But first, we need to get a lot more wood. That's what we're doing. We've got a couple of tree farms here. Got another farm up here being built. And then we're going to slowly try and connect over to this island after we connected this island over here. And then we'll begin to use these guys just to fill in the spaces around here. And then that way we can actually start utilizing most of this space. One of the things we're going to need to think of is we're going to need to slowly increase our food supply. We have just recently got this up and going. You see here we've got a lot of storage for food. Raw food and all that. We are going to need to think about getting more fish. We are not going to get this one. Mainly because we don't have the cost. Now, I did have an idea. And this idea comes as cotton. Now, let's make sure they remove those rocks. The reason is cotton, if we go to... Let's continue going this. It's not going at a fast pace in a moment. If we go to here, it's 21 gold. And that's quite a lot of gold. Equal to copper ore, but this is we can keep growing this. So, my idea is to have a little bit of land over here just dedicated to cotton, and same over here. Maybe just have this section here dedicated to cotton. We have this dedicated to food, and maybe flax. Come on. Right. I'm just going to quickly press this so I can see how these guys are doing. They're doing quite well. And again, getting all that stone in. Going to inbound there. We've got plenty of ore as well. Yeah. And if I go up here... Oh, this guy can't get down, so what we're going to do very quickly is just go. Oh, that's not kind of what I wanted. There we go. Why have I not allowed any resources into there? I should be allowing stone. There we go. Because technically I want all stone to go into there. Oh, I don't have any workers here. So let's get some workers. That's fallow. I see. We can get cotton but going back there again. Is that? Nope. That is producing some good old food. We do need someone that actually works in the farms, but no, we don't have anyone like that. Got no whiskers available for that. So our next set of whiskers will be people that we need to get into the farms. Okay, got 50. So we're going to begin construction of this. Resume it. Just so we can say that. We're going to have two people working there. They're not doing anything at the moment, but they can work there. We do have a lot of fish. I do plan to move this though. It's just there for temporary. In fact, we just get rid of that and that one. And once that is constructed, that is under the way. I'm going to get one of these up down here to be constructed. So we're going to assume that one. And then we assume this one. And then I can get rid of the rest of the stone houses and get rid of this awful wood bridge. And then I can focus, maybe get another fishing here. And maybe start to move. I do want to move this, like I said. At some point I will remove this. And I'll move it more to over here. Oh, it's almost done. Just going to get them over here so they focus more on that. Because once they've done that, get you guys focused over here. And I'm going to get like a little cotton farm over here. Another little wooden storage. And that way we can start using the cotton as our go-to supply of getting rid of resources. Sell them off. Okay, let's have a look here. So in here should be logs. As well as this. We've got 120 logs. Fertility's not 100. I'm going to move this as well. I will just move it over here, ready. And I will then just do this. There we go. And we're going to get one person at least working there. As you can see now, they're all getting that nice bit of food. And what do we have tomorrow? We have a tax collector again in 2 days. We should hopefully start to have a nice supply of stuff come in. We're going to have Whiskers ship and a smuggler. And hopefully by the time the smuggler gets here, we're going to have a few extra resources we can trade. I do want to get a few extra people in. It's kind of the reason why I got these now on construction duty. Construction method. Construction. And then I'm going to start removing these houses here so I can build more of these row houses. Then here I'm going to think about doing other types of production. So I want to build the weavers over here. And then have another couple of warehouses just for the weavers shacks. So we can start using some of this flax we produce and get a lot more clothing, which we then can sell. Because at the moment we've only got 10 clothing. And that clothing is only 2 supply in there. And like I said, I want to move this down further down. I want to move this so people can get access to it. In fact, I do want to change all this up a little bit. I do want to get rid of these 2 as well. Anyway, we're going to end the day here. So we've got comfortable housing, big huge boost. You see that we're double the -4, so we can get more people if we need it. But the tax bill is about 1,000, so that's half of what we got. Okay, hopefully this guy gets this. So it's 66 fuel. Our food situation, we've got 23 cooked meat. And they are working around the clock. So the best things, this is something else you can do. You can see how much they produce. So they can produce up to 40 in one given day. And tomorrow's the big day. So we do want to increase. Yes, that's finally done. So I'm going to move this guy. And we're going to move him right here. We want to get that over. And we're going to resume this construction here. And I'm going to remove this. We don't need that anymore. There is stone up here. These being reconstructed, yes they are. Got two more housing units going there, and soon you'll have enough housing for everywhere. Food's doing quite nicely. How are we going for logs? So we've got about 6 in there, 3 incoming there. Yeah, that did quite nicely. And this is going to be constructed very shortly. Just needs one machine part, one there. We've got 2 lots of, got some lot more housing now. So we should be fine. In fact, I'm going to get rid of these last 2. And there we go. There's that horrible stone housing gone. Now, let's go with... I'm actually going to get another fishing dock. And I could do it there, but that'd be at haphazard. I don't really want it there. I could do another one here, but again, that's a bit haphazard, I think. I think at the moment it'd be good just to have it right next door to here. And they can get that sorted. Well, they've been really busy clearing out those trees. Oh, almost. So, one of the things I'm going to do is build a farm around about here, just to I can get the cotton going. Get a little storage thing here, goes into there, and then we should be all good. Right, so tax. What we got? We've got plenty of fish, we've got plenty of flax, got 20 copper ore, which is what going to be primary. Now I'm going to get a couple more. And I do want to destroy this so I can move it down here. But I'm going to have a look here. So that replaces it. Then, how many... Yeah, we're going to need to think about getting machine parts. Okay, I'm going to have a quick look at our research. Now, we are going to go and get the flax spinner. Actually, we're going to get this. The covered bridge. Because that's going to be quite useful. And then we can use bridges then to maybe bridge the gap over here. Have another bridge over here to here. And then we can use bridges as a little bit of a gap builder. But this is still a good thing here, because this expands out our land. We are still going to want to expand our land out, we just don't need to focus. And like I said, I'm going to have a little bridge over here as well. Just to make life easier, we can get rid of the bridges later. But let them do their job. He's got no student. Which one is he? Do we have any farmers? No, we don't have any whisker farmers. We'll look for a whisker farm and get a few more trained up. Ooh, I quite like the cooked fish there. We've got 53 cooked fish. Okay, and how's this guy doing? They're all busy, moving things around. I do have another one down here. He's quite busy doing stuff there. There's only 2 logistics hubs. So I may increase my logistics hubs next. In fact, I think I will do that. Let's have here logistics. Let's go with another hub. And I kind of want it over here. And that should bring us down, because I can increase the number of people who work at these places. So I'll go there just so we can get that, because we can always take people away from the logistics hub. As you see, they're almost there then. And I think as well, I think I will go for a town hall. Let's just speed this up. And I think I will get a bathing area as well going around here. Just quick baths nearby, and they can all enjoy. That could be useful, I think. But I'm going to go and get this next. Let's have a look at this. Let's see how this works. Okay. So you go there. Oh, you just build it and no one needs to build it. Oh, that's quite useful. Aha. Right, okay. So you only get half the thing back. Right, so we need to make sure it lands. There we go. So we have got access to this island now. And we can start... We've got tax collectors. Of course they come. The government. Okay. Yep. I'm going to give him that. And on that note, ooh, so close. Shame I can't tell him to focus on certain areas. Oh, we can go with that. That's useful. Let's have a look. So they're almost done here. We can begin some construction over here. So what I'm going to do, very quickly, is just build a quick storage shed. And what? That needs cut stone, I don't want to do that. And then what I'm going to do is build, and once that's done, I'm going to want to build stuff over there. Oh, whiskers. Let's have a look. We definitely want him. And we definitely want him. I don't need anyone else at this stage, so I'm going to fuse all of us. Then you said the reviews. Don't want to make a mistake like I did last time. We assume that production because we've got plenty of wood. Supply ship. Let's have a look. I will go for that because we do need the machine parts. Okay, you can see here they've done that, brought that along. That's done. We're going to get one over there. Because we'll need that later. But he's going to do his job. Right, so here I'm going to have planks. Where is it? There we go. We want 40 planks here at all times. I then want to go and quickly grab a couple of storage. Like that. Right. They can't find any more. Right. Okay. I'm going to get you guys moved to here. And we're going to grab and you're going to go head down. There we go. And then we're just going to go F. And there we go. See, we've got 24 logs now. We'll slowly increase our logs. Then once that's done, I'm going to build a couple housing. Yeah. And, oh yes, we've got this connected as well. So I'm going to just go quickly grab you here. Get two people working on that. And I'm also going to get a farm. Where's my farm? Farms, farms, farms. No, I'm going to do that there. And then we're going to quickly just go to my farm tool. I want this all as cotton. Ah, god dang it. Let's go. Perfect. Now, we're going to make sure we're going to be getting our plenty of taxable cotton. Food-wise, we're good. Okay, we've got a smuggler docked. So, one of the things we're going to have to look at, cut stone is good. That's good. And so is that that's in terms of money. But we're not producing a lot of that. We are producing a lot of fuel. But let's go with this. Let's get a 1 gold bullion. That's going to help our tax. That's paid half of those supplies we got. This guy has no more. So I'm going to have a look. Is there any more berries to forage here? There's 2 there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's a good chunk around here. So I'm going to get them moved over here. Because then we're going to get moved over to this island. And get them foraging those berries. Like I said, this is going to be a bit of like probably a food island. Oh, we do want those 2. So we're going to accept those 2. And we're going to fuse all of us for now. But what I'm also going to do right now is going to have a look. And I'm going to change. I'm going to put you here. I want him to give me you as that. It's costly, but it'll do. Now, long paths. Why is there such a long path? Why is he going on this way? Ah, so we need to get the housing sorted. So that's why we're going to build housing over here. Right, so I'm going to move one of these guys now. Actually, I'll move one of these guys over here in a bit. How much stone we still got about 16 stone at the moment. That's always producing stone. And how are they doing? They're doing well. They're still producing all that stuff. And what I will do, what I really want to do, is probably get over to one of these islands as well. Just so I can start producing more stuff over there. So let's go and have a look here. I'm going to have this set as logistics. Ooh, let's see. What do I want here? I want... Not gonna lie. I'm thinking of probably getting this into flax, as I said before, and I'm gonna put berries here for now. And this one can be... Storage wise, we're going to think about probably because I want to basically build up over here, and we can then just have as much resources over here as possible. Now we do have that, so I'm going to actually build a decoration. And we're going to start to work. We're going to actually fulfill this, because this is going to reduce our tax burden. So, let's go and do that right now. Clause. And you can see here. There we go.
We claws
Quest
are
complete.
a humble race. We rarely make such uncouth demands as may be our right. Yet it has come to the attention of the kingdom that too few colonies are repaying this humility with proper respect. Your colony has appeared on such a list. This is your last warning. Build 8 claw statues worthy of the grace we have shown the Whisker kind.
Our records indicate you've received more whiskers than your colony has productive jobs. Remember, idle hat.
Yep. Oh, there we go. We've got this. This is just going to be purely cotton. Let's let them do their jobs. Where's the cotton? Cotton, 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 cotton. It's a raw resource. There we go. And once this is built, now let's just get that quest complete. No quest complete. There we go.
Our records indicate you've received.
No, of course it gives us one person.
Your colony has been found to be undersized. Your tax receipts have not kept pace with an expected growth rate for such a rich island as the one you have been entrusted with. Reach a population of 84 whiskers to remove this stain on our records. 4 whiskers to count in our records. They must not be deceased.
Thank you. I just literally
Your colony
got
has
that.
been found to be undersized.
I don't know why he's talking about that. Obviously didn't see my population. Just got an extra one. Give it to you two. I need you two to be ready, because we're going to need to get farmers going. Let's have a look at the fertility. The fertility is still good. Same with there. There. That will probably need to be dropped at some point. Ah, look at this. Get a new housing up here. Now on that, I'm going to quickly just grab this storage shed here. This is going to have stone. We do need stone, and I might start getting a few more miners just to around here, just so we can start getting more resources in. Because we do need a lot more stone. In fact, here might be a good little spot, but I don't really want to touch here. I would like to touch here though, because this is a good little place. I've got plenty of iron ore, coal. Yeah, that's a good little spot there. I can get them start filling in over here as well. Yes. But we'll need more housing down there. Which, as you see here... Oh, yes, we've got this now. Get those 2 workers. And we will get more housing. So, just to help these 2 people, I'm going to actually build a couple of log cabins. There we go. So he comes in a couple of days. We've got a supply ship which we can ignore. We've got plenty of that. I think next step for me is once we get a next supply ship after that, we're going to go and get more parts, and then we're going to move this back to here. And then we're going to start thinking about getting a few more people about doing work, and start thinking about mining some of these other places, because we've got some nice minerals up here. We don't really want to touch this island if we can get away with it, but we do want to touch over here. This is going to be a touchable land. This is going to be like a fertile land. That's going to be a mining area. That's for 100% sure. But by that point, we want to have mined this resources from here and thought about in terms of getting ourselves to the rails. So let's go to here. So I'm thinking we're going to need to obviously get wood and there, but that'll increase the expectations, which is not always the best. But I really would like us to slowly start moving. Ooh, that's something there. Bet more fuel, improve fuel, so we can get rid of the charcoal furnace, and this would then give us better fuel. Does it? Oh, it does increase in pollution though. Fabrics. That's something we do want at some point. So we can look at all these things later on. But we do want elevators as well. Stone pathing we do want. And we do want these here. But the main thing I want us to get towards is, let's go over here, passenger rail. Okay, because this will then swift and long distance whiskers transport. Whiskers can enter and exit carts at the station, which launch unpowered carts. So that means we can send them to places. So, for example, we can send whiskers from over here to here, have a little station, from there to there, and people can just move about. We can have like a little housing block, and people can send them off to different places. Right now, but it's better to have the housing near the people. I don't know if those Visages are good things. You see here, we've got a long commute. Just for that, that's what that's telling us. There's long paths. The moment the route is not disrupted, but we are going to actually just go and quickly grab stone, and we want 30. 45 actually. Let's have a look at the supply ship. Not really a good choice. Don't even want that, so I'm just going to go there. No point in taking extra cost. And he's done his job, so I'm going to remove him now. Thank you, buddy. We're not going to have any teachers there at the moment. We are going to get a few people signed here. That's going to be important, because I want more fish. We do have tons of fish anyway, but more fish is always good fish. How much is in there at the moment? Let's go and have a look at this. Let's have a look at logistics. Right, I'm going to take off the fuel because I don't want fuel stored there. That's got 9 cotton. Yeah, fuel can be stored there. Right, let's see how much fuel we've got in here. We've got 141. And that's going to start growing cotton. I'm going to get them to remove any rocks. And then we are going to get another farm over here. Just for now. Let's get a farm. How many planks is in there? There's 40 in there. And what we're going to do is very quickly just make life easier for us. Get that, because that's going to be like a little berry area. And we can have a little flax area over here. So that's what we're going to do first of all. Okay, let's get the farm thing. And straight away, I'm going to go flax. Down here. And then I'm going to go to farm tools. And we're going to go berries. Like that. Perfect. Yeah, it's quite a long path. But it's just where he's housed at the moment. And what I'm going to do now, earthworks, I'm just going to prep this like so. I'm going to go over here. And then what we're going to want to do like so. And she'll probably just do one more. Actually, in fact, I'm actually just going to cancel these ones. We can do that later. And saying that, on that note, I think we'll leave it there. Day 69. Now, we've expanded to 2 new islands, as you can see. We began planning our cotton over here, which will be our tax. What we're going to pay our taxes with in the future. I probably will do more cotton over here. A little bit more cotton. Like I said, this is all going to be trees. And eventually what I'm going to do is just expand in between here, and that'll be tree farms as well. At some stage, I want to try and make, and I'm going to dig out all this over here. So this guy will be moving around. But at the moment, this is what it's going to be like. And I hope you've enjoyed this episode. We have done some little bits. In fact, we've got a lot more building up here to do. So we're going to focus up here on constructing this up. This is coming along nicely, as you can see. We should hopefully have this completed sometime in the near future. And once this is all filled up, we can start building more housing, basically more storage or housing. And we are going to eventually move this. And as I said, I do want to move all this at some point as well. Well, it's useful there at the moment. It's a little bit claustrophobic, and I want to redesign so I can get this all out here. But I may not. Then again, we'll see when that good time comes to that. But on that note, we're in a very strong position. I've hoped you enjoyed this episode as well. If you have, please like and subscribe. And peace out till next time.